Hi guys, so what's happening with Sagittarius this week? 3-card tarot in this video for the sign of Sagittarius. So I'm shuffling now and asking for the first card. It's a big week ahead, so what have we got? We have got the Nine of Wands, which suggests a great deal of activity actually. This guy has almost come to a standstill. He's leaning on his wand bet. He looks strong. He looks like he's in a position of strength, and he has got all those wands behind him. The sun is blazing in the window at the moment. It's really nice actually, but kind of made me go a bit two-tone there, but why not? Okay, I'm going to take that as a sign actually, because there are bound to be two sides to the coin here. Well, we'll pull an oracle card in a minute and find out. But this is card number 1 in the tarot spread, and it suggests an awful lot of preparation has been done and an awful lot of progress has been made, because the wands really are about progress. It's fire sign energy too, Sagittarius, so it really is likely to be making that difference to you, really likely to be that much energy around. It's just a question in this character's mind. Are things actually going to work out, or is it's almost as if he's worried someone's going to come and take his success away? But that doesn't need to be the case. You see, the energy is a little bit depleted here because this character has done a huge amount of work and is rather tired by it. And the answers haven't come yet. Things haven't worked out yet. So the question in his mind, and in a great many Sagittarian minds at the moment, is going to be exactly kind of why is that? And really it's overcommitment in one way or another, and it's something we can do something about. That's the thing. It's about being a little bit too much Mr. Nice Guy. You know, sometimes we agree to get involved and help someone and do everything we can to uplift them and help them forward on their path, and they can end up taking it for granted, you know. So make sure you're not being taken for granted, Saggy. That's a super important thing. And I'm a Saggy, I know this, I really do. Quick drink of tea. And let me just remind you of this beautiful stone circle on the Isle of Skye. Could call it the Eye of Skye, but the Isle of Skye in magical the Outer Hebrides, right up in the north of Scotland, not far from the Findhorn Foundation, that actually. A very special place indeed. And I don't know why I was reminded of that there suddenly, really, just because I wanted a drink of tea, but I was sort of drawn to the image on the cup there. And that stone circle feeling kind of plays into this card, because if you look at the greenery behind him, the way those hills are, something reminds me of the Highlands of Scotland about that quite strongly. And so I'm thinking about ancient wisdom, right? And that is really what it's going to take to have the energy and the strength to get away from what is overcommitment, what is draining, what isn't really getting you where you want to be. It's finding the energy to get away from that, and really it's going right back to ask our ancestors, really, and the angels and our guards, our guides, our gatekeepers, everyone in the spirit realm who comes in love and light and wants to help. Ask them, lean on that ancient wisdom, and ask the angels to oversee things to completion, because I'm sure they will when it gets like that. So I'm shuffling now, using messages from your animal spirit guides saying, tell us more please about the Nine of Wands in this reading for the sign of Sagittarius, which I am doing very, very late June. It's right at the end of June 2019. But it doesn't really matter exactly when you watch these. If it's in the future, no problem at all, because they're not time sensitive, and the best time for any kind of spiritual reading of any kind, actually, certainly all of mine, to watch them is when you're ready or when you feel drawn to it, when the time comes. Okay, so what have we here for Sagittarius? Falcon. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. This deck keeps giving me very similar cards, actually, right across the reading, so I know we're into the energy of the moment here, which is actually, you know, it's not all that personal, it's not all that specific to any one individual, but this is the Zeitgeist, as our German friends would put it. This is the situation the way it is. It's happening for so many people, so act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Well, you can't do that if you're held back by being overcommitted. Okay, so free up some of that talent of yours, Saggy. Free up some of that creative mind and get ready to fly, because people don't always understand about Saggys. I do, because I am one. We have wild out there ideas and people think, no. But look, there would be no new inventions if people didn't have wild out there ideas and try and follow them through and make them work. So, you know, so many people, Sag, will not see the potential you have. You make sure that you kind of take it back, be yourself, and insist on that as a minimum thing. Then, right, you'll find yourself pouring from an empty vessel less, and then you'll be able to actually do more for people. So it's a win-win. In fact, it's a win-win-win-win, I think. Okay, let's have the middle card, please, in this reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's come up inverted. Ugh. Right, number 10 there. Nothing sinister, actually. I just like to make that noise sometimes. But the Wheel of Fortune here, if I just bring it the right way up for a moment, we see everything is encompassed by this wheel, and it goes in cycles, and life is a cycle, nature is a cycle, the zodiac, these weekly readings, everything is a cycle. It's an inherent thing about life on Earth, whether it's human life, artificial intelligent life even is going the same way, because it's all based on time, it's all based on chronology. And how that works out and relates spiritually is that things go in cycles. So maybe the angels haven't got a watch on working out what time things are going to be, but the energy finds its goal when the moment comes, okay? Now, when this card's upside down, it means the cycle has frozen up a little bit, and I guess we're at the heart of the matter here. Okay, so let's shuffle a little bit more and say, tell us more, please, about the Wheel of Fortune inverted, which has come up for the sign of Sagittarius in this reading. Tell us more about the inverted Wheel of Fortune, please. This is a major arcana card, relates very closely and personally to the situation at hand. And we've got Octopus. Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. If you remember me a couple of weeks ago before I had the beard, you see it's made quite a difference. I mean, you can't really avoid having a difference when you do a thing like that. And there's no real alchemy in there. It's kind of esoteric because I had the idea and I let it grow, and now so it's an idea from my mind which has become real. Changes the way I look slightly. Same thing if I take my glasses off, you know. I'm not actually going to take my hat off because then you guys will see how bald I am. We don't want to go there today. Dear me, no. But practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms, because the way the octopus operates, you need to get your tentacles in everywhere to really make things happen. So we're looking at a deep clean. That's why the Wheel of Fortune isn't spinning. Got to tidy up the situation you're in already. It's not going to be enough, Saggy, just to close the door on the situation and say, well, I've closed that one, the next door's going to open. Got to tidy up, got to do the housekeeping, and this means other people involved in the situation, particularly in matters of love, you know. If your ex is kind of causing you problems and you just kind of give in completely, that's just going to lead to more problems. But on the other hand, you know, if your ex is giving you problems, you've kind of got to play ball with them a little bit, because the last thing you want to happen is have any problems going on now from a relationship which is past, which is gone. Okay, so there's definite thoughts of moving on there. Energy is definitely stuck. Wheel of Fortune upside down. It's kind of almost the most out there card, but it's upside down. It's reversed. So hopefully in the next few days, Saggy, you'll get a chance to turn it the right way up and get it spinning again. So let's have the last card in this reading for Sagittarius, please. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. There she is. Now then, Pentacles, earth sign energy basically. So it's Capricorn, it's Taurus, it's Virgo. Those characters may be around. If one of those is in your relationship, think about that character, because we've moved on from the heart of the matter here. This is where things are as we begin to go forward. Excuse me. So this character is important in just about the immediate future. Although, you know, it's a 3-card spread. It could be further into the future. And it's fluid energy, guys. As I'm always saying, it applies differently to different people. It totally depends who's having the reading, where they're at in their personal life, and how far along this road they are. It doesn't really matter, you know, we've got eternity to sort things out, so we don't have to be in a hurry to get anywhere in particular. And the Queen of Pentacles here, she's sitting quite happily kind of reflecting on what she's got, which is really rather nice, because we've got the 5-pointed pentacle there. That's kind of fire, water, air and earth all working together under the auspices, under the guidance of the divine, under the direction of the divine, I suppose. So we're seeing things coming together, and a great deal of feminine energy around here, because it's the Queen. So your person, it's either excuse me, if this is a love reading, your person is either a woman or has a certain amount of feminine energy, and I think the best men have a little bit of feminine energy about them as well. Excuse me. Oh, I do love tea. The only thing about a beard, it gets all wet. You have to keep doing that all the time. Oh dear, and I am still looking rather like the Holy Shroud of Turin, I've got to say. So I'm thinking about removing the beard. I haven't had it for that long yet. So we'll see. It'll take a few years off me anyway. And that, in fact, would be a bit of my practicing shape-shifting, Saggy, which we've all got to do. But let's do a bit more shuffling. Let's bring in messages from your animal spirit guides and say, tell me more, please, about the Queen of Pentacles in this reading for Sagittarius, which I'm doing in June 2019, but which you could watch anytime. And by the way, guys, well over 400 videos on my channel now, so go over there, fill your boots. Have a good watch. There's loads and loads of spiritual topics there and other things as well. Life in this beautiful place in the middle of nowhere in West Wales. It's really rather lovely, I think. So anyway, tell us more, please, about the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got Wolverine. Gosh, you're a lot tougher than you think you are. There she is. The light's going crazy, but it's only because of the sunlight flooding in. Let's read that into this, because I'm sure it's happening for a reason. It's not usually this sunny here. But there we are. It's late afternoon sunshine, you see, so it's coming in at a low angle, because I do record these in advance. And it's coming in at a low angle, and it's lighting things up and making things look rather different. Still on the thought of shape-shifting there. Okay, we really are. And the Falcon sees just about everything, so you may need to shapeshift just to kind of keep on getting through. And it's not so much to hide anything. We want nothing hidden here, guys, but, you know, be economical with the truth if you have to be, basically. Wolverine, you're a lot tougher than you think you are. So this is about standing up to someone, I feel, Sagittarius, or maybe even more than one person. But whatever it is, it's about standing up for yourself, you know, because you really are a lot tougher than you think you are. As Sagittarians, we're often seen as kind of, we don't follow things through, we don't finish things off, but we have an amazing bunch of qualities, one of which is being tough and being able to be stubborn if we really need to make things happen. And sometimes I know I jump on a thing and I really make it happen. It's not an all the time Saggy characteristic, but that strength, that energy is in there. And the strength and energy of the universe is with us and behind us all the time, friends. Okay, so I am going to leave it there and say thank you, Sagittarius, for watching, and everyone else who's watched. Do check out my channel for all the other stuff. There's loads of it. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Excuse me. And tap that bell so you don't miss anything. I am eternally grateful to everyone who's subscribed, because it's just great to see those going up. We're on 600 and quite a lot now. We're getting towards 700 subs. When I hit 1,000, I can go back to the live psychic readings, the live mediumship, and that's really what I'm looking forward to, because that's where the fun happens. Okay, guys, so please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Share me around the internet if you can. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you soon. Peace.